tree going in it.
Anybody see any deers this morning or last night?
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of them. Try to catch them.
There's a sculpture of one here on the right hand side of Carving. It was done a number of years ago. Estimates where you could have bought barrels of whiskey and leave them there to mature. See them there on the right. That's brand new, it's not even open yet fully to the public. So they're just maturing it. And I think the brand name they're going under is the Liberator, which is a reference to Daniel of Column. Of the sort of crowds that just be around the goal festival is all. There's just a lot of acting the goal. See it there on the right?
What is it?
The grave is on the pedestal in the middle. And it's up here actually. You'll see it in a second.
Oh, okay.
It's just scaffolding to put the goals up on the... keep them up about 20 foot in the year. And that's just here. But he sits in the middle of that little island there. 20 foot up in the year, and then everybody just gathers round them and drinks and parties and has fun. Right beside the Garda station, so he's well looked after. And again out here on the right there's images, but they're up higher this time. You see one of the goats in the pedestal, in the scaffolding. And then there's another one just below it of a goat. An actual goat with a crown on it, but that's him there, that's the sort of pedestal. And there's the actual goat with the crown on him. The King Puck, and it's called the Puck Fair. There's a beautiful carving here. We were looking at this guy doing it. He cut the tree and then he started carving it over, as we were going in and out on the ring at different days there over about 4 years ago. But it's an emigration monument. It shows a woman with her bags packed. She's waiting on a train or the bus, which the bus station was there. And it's taking her away from here. It's an immigration monument, really well. Extremely well done. Church of Ireland church here on the right, which is a new one. It's not that 20 years, 30 years there. Which is very unusual for Church of Ireland churches, because most of them are all really old. Because of dwindling congregations, a lot of them are being sold, closed and sold. So it's unusual to see a newish one. We show you one later on that was sold a number of years ago, had a couple of different uses. I'll show you that as we go through Cahersiveen. Not too sure what to say about them. They were going bad for a long time. They were talking about new players coming in and was going to be a new start. But had a game last night where they were defeated, so not too sure how that new start is going to work out. But they were beaten by Greece last night. The start of a European Championship thing.
Oh, there's this little dog. Well, that's a baby dog. What do you call it?
Oh my god, the dog's so sweet.
Are you sure?
Oh, you can see her.
It's back here. Look
Never see the donkey.
He's right there. He's underneath the table.
Oh, yeah.
Yorkshire Terrier. Man, it sounded like I knew what I was talking about.
It was a cool bridge.
Hey, you better drink this because this is good.
Okay. Well, then stop drinking
It's
it.
pretty good. A little sweet, but
Like that
Does it have Bailey's in it?
Bailey's, yeah.
I was trying to get. They didn't have Bushmills. They didn't even know what I was talking about. The one girl didn't even know what I was.
Really?
So you know.
Are you sure?
There's a tree growing in the house.
No different than anything, only the price. It's just over 2 billion. So when it's built, it has to be ready last year, and then it was ready this year, but now it's going to be 2024 before it's ready. And I reckon it'll be the most expensive hospital in the world. That's only for the building, then they have to fit it out. So I reckon it'll be about 2.5 billion by the time it's finished. The body of water there is the Atlantic again, on the WAY, or WAW, the Wild Atlantic Way. That's the Dingle Peninsula. The railway line I talked about yesterday evening is going to be turned into a cycle path. It's up here on the left hand side over your head.
Psychopath.
You see the tunnels here through the mountains, and the viaduct will be coming up later on. Now that is the Dingle Peninsula. Dingle is a fishing port over the other side of town. And in 1984, a visitor came into the peninsula there, which turned it into a tourist attraction. That visitor was a dolphin. And they called the dolphin Fungi, because the fisherman that first seen them was trying to grow a beard, and his friends used to tease him that it would look like a fungus on his face. And so they called the dolphin Fungi. That was in 1984. People started coming in to see Fungi. Every time a boat went out, he used to be up doing his flips and his tricks. And so there was a lot of boat rides out onto the peninsula there to see Fungi, and he always showed up. But then during COVID, he disappeared. Nobody knows very well whether he died, or whether he just got lonely and went off, and nobody got out to visit him actually during COVID. But possibly died, because he said he was there since 1984, so they don't live that long generally. Over in the far side as well is a beautiful beach called Inch Beach, and that was the setting for another famous movie here in Ireland called Ryan's Daughter. Anyone seen that?
I remember, I heard of that.
Robert Mitchell, I think it was, a Sarah Miles, was it? Something like that. But yeah, Dingle is another beautiful drive you can do. We are doing the ring, but you could also do a ring around Dingle, which is a bit shorter. You do it in an hour and a half. They call it Sleigh Head. Anyone watch Star Wars? Mm-hmm. The Dingle connection, we'll talk about that later. And then off the coast, you can just about see them from here, off down around 1 o'clock, is the Blasket Islands. Again, they were inhabited during Cromwell's reign, but no services out there, no power, no nothing. So the last people living out there left it in 1973 and moved back into the mainland. But there was a woman from Wales called Sue Redigan. She used to come over every year in April, and she used to live out in the Blasket on her own. She used gas for heat, candle for light, but she had a UVF radio which kept her in constant contact with the mainland in case she did have any problems. And she used to weave baskets and then bring them back into the mainland once a week maybe and sell them. She was coming right up the Corbin, so I'm not sure if she's still coming in or out, but she used to come out there for the baskets. There's an old lady, Pam Ears, writer as well. She lived up in the Blasket many years ago. There's lots of stories told about her. We're talking about that for about 10-12 years. It's only now they've started to do something about it. So it'll probably take a couple of years to get it up and running.
It's a natural instinct to stop together, or sheep to flock together, whether it's my 6 sheep here for the demonstrations or our 200 sheep back in the farmyard or up in the mountains. They'll flock together when they see a dog running towards them, and we use that instinct to guide the sheep about the field or about the mountain. We also have a set of whistles because there will be times when they're walking up to a mile away from us on the hills. So is to the right, is to the left, stop and walk on. That means get closer to the sheep. She's still translating. So here we're going to send Claire up to the left hand side of the field. She'll run right up to the top and start guiding the sheep down towards us. I'll be moving your left and right, guiding the sheep as they get closer here. Once they come down, I'll talk about commands, show the verbal commands, and also start driving the sheep about the field. Later we'll split the sheep into 2 groups. It's quite a skill for the dog to be able to do that with the help of the shepherd and get you out of various practical issues that may arise in everyday life, and I'll elaborate on that later in the demonstration. Okay? So I think we'll get going, Claire. Sick of me talking. And,
Yeah, they are. Yeah, look at this is a game like almost.
up. Stand. So she's looking up. She can see exactly where they are, and with one command, we'll go to the left. If anyone has any questions, we'll take them towards the end. Okay? And we'll have plenty of time to talk about what's going on towards the end of the demo. All right. So come by. Off we go.
Steep hill going up there. Sneaking up.
Lie down, steady, steady. Lie down. So they're coming down the field a bit quicker than usual today, but they're down in any event. Claire's fully focused on them. To move her a little bit to the right now to start the sheep, direct the sheep up towards the field again. We lie down, we lie down, lie down. Sheep start moving away from her as she gets closer, walk on. Lie down, a little bit to the right, lie down, back to the left, come back, lie down, steady, steady. Lie down. You can see every move she's making has the opposite effect on those sheep. Whistle wise, stop whistle is, I want to move her to the right. Now they're relaxed again, stop so we get closer. There. Now move her to the left. Lie down.
I think the sheep are trained.
Stay there for a second while we talk. Clear, clear. They don't get the name of being workaholics for no reason. Clear, that'll in. Good, that'll in. So you can see her moving about the sheep, herding them towards us, driving them away. All skills that the Border Collie has to help us with everyday life, practical shepherding. There will be occasions when we're going out in these hills, as I said, walking up to a mile away and gathering large flocks of sheep. Obviously they'll get tired or quicker if they're working larger numbers, and for that reason we would always have a number of trained dogs to help us out on the farm. Scottish blackface sheep you see here today, and the dominant breed you'll see on the hills of Ireland, purely because they can adapt to the quite harsh climate we have up there. Not a lot of green grass going up there at various times during the year. They're very colourful at the moment because it's summertime. All plants up there, and grass for that matter, are growing, so they're full of nutrition coming down off the hills, and we put them to the mountain quite a lot during the summer season. And we love painting our sheep. You're probably wondering why, and there's a very logical reason for it. The paint colour identifies the ownership or highlights the ownership. So red on the head is our flock identification and has been for generations in our farmyard. There'll be different colours you'll see throughout the Ring of Kerry. The mountain ranges, vast open spaces. When you get really deep into the mountain, if you were ever hiking them, you'd realise that there's very little boundary definition, and because of that, most farmers living close to those mountain ranges have a right to graze on them. But before they put their sheep out to graze on them, they will paint them their identification colour and make it easy to spot them when they're a large distance away from us on the hill. There were some sheep up here earlier today, the neighbouring sheep, and if you had a pair of binoculars you'd see a green colour on their shoulder. But there will be times when I go out there and looking for the 200 sheep. I'll see a huge bunch of sheep marked red. I'll send the dog towards them. They'll gather them in. I'll start counting to make sure I have everything. And there's 250 there. And I'm wondering what's going on. Where did the extra 50 come from? But if I analyse the flock, I'll see different colours in the sheep. Okay. What do we do here then? Do we take our neighbour sheep home with us? If he hasn't asked us to gather them, it wouldn't be the right thing to do to take them home. Sometimes we'll go gathering as a community, get all the sheep off the mountain. Other times we'll just go on our own to get our own particular sheep. We train these guys to help us out in those situations, to separate the different flocks. Okay, they're smart, probably one of the smartest dogs in the world, but they can't tell the colours and they can't count. I'm going to go back up here shortly now. We've 6 sheep, and just watch the way I'm manoeuvring the sheep, manoeuvring the dog, creating a situation where 3 sheep are moving one way, 3 are moving the other, and hopefully come back down with only 3 sheep. Alright, all part of what we call shedding or drafting the sheep, teaching the dog to split them and get control once they have control, they should have full focus on the sheep we turn towards. They're the sheep we want to take control of. That's our way of training the dog to do that, identifying, walking towards them. I should be back down here in a few minutes with 3 sheep, hopefully. Okay? Now, one thing I would say is that these Scottish Blackface, obviously they're quite relaxed here, standing about, grazing. Different story when you're on the mountains. Okay, they're wilder. They mightn't have seen man or dog for a month. And some occasions they're left roaming freely up there, so that wildness, bit of fresh air, I suppose. They get very, very alert, very keen, and it's quite a task to gather them. The dog has to be very fit, very fast, and these guys will be thinking about escaping all the time. There is 1 or 2 particular sheep that are a bit wilder than the others. The one, she's just the last sheep you'll see, her head is up now grazing. That one is hitting her for some reason, but she's quite alert when you get close to her. Wait. Lie down, lie down, wait. Lie down, lie down, lie down. Ready? Wait. Lie down, lie down, lie down. Ali, Ali. Wait. Lie down. Steady. Lie down. Lie down. Lie down. Now we have 4 sheep. Come back. Come back. Lie down. Come back. Lie down. One of these has to go. Lie down. Lie down. Come back. Lie down. Come back. Lie down. Wait. Wait. Lie down. Lie down. Come there. Wait. Lie down. Wait. Lie down. Lie down. Lie down. See the way we maneuver the dog about, letting them think they're escaping. They have that natural instinct to move away from us and the dog. So 2 sheep went. We got control of 4. Gave another few maneuvers around the flock until one decided I want to join the other 2. And we walked towards these then. She has full control of these now, fully focused on them. That's very helpful for the splitting the flocks, like I said earlier. Or there will be times during lambing season. Lie down, lie down. Claire, lie down, come. Lie down, lie down. During lambing season, when
He knows you're not watching. Or she knows.
Lie down, come by. Lie down, come. Lie down, wait. Lie down, lie down, lie down. Good girl, that'll do. That'll do. There'll be times during lambing. Clear, that'll do. There'll be times during lambing season, March, April, when we bring the sheep close to home, when we're examining our sheep, making sure the baby lambs are in good health, watching out for the one predator we have in Ireland, the red fox. We'll go to the fields, check the flock. Sheep will be having difficulty lambing. A lamb might be unwell. What do we do? Gather the whole flock? Or do we just take control of that particular sheep for maybe 5 minutes, get it close to the fence, catch it, give it its medicine, job done. Okay, very practical to be able to do that. Now, one of the last commands we'll teach a dog is to go back for more sheep. So there is fully focused on these. I think everyone will agree that. Come by, lie down, come by, lie down, come by, lie down, wait, lie down. So with one command now, she's going to go back and get the other 3. Turn around. Turn around, makes her go, leave the flock she's walking and go back for more. Lie down, steady. Lie down, lie down, lie down, steady. Lie down, steady. Lie down, come on, lie down, steady. Lie down, there, lie down. That'll do. Okay. That'll do.
little clubhouse was there on the right hand side. And Richard Nixon played golf with there a few years ago. Sold in a couple of years ago. A new crowd took it over. They built a new 5-star hotel in there at the back, on the left hand side. They built a new clubhouse up here on the right, and they redeveloped the whole course. It's now called the Hog's Head. Registration tax.
I videoed him for 7 minutes.
7 minutes.
If you import the car, it's from
More than that.
here the north of Ireland. Those VAT charges are crazy. It used to be reasonably easy to do that and cheap, but it's gone very expensive to do it now. Yeah. You pay on what they think the value of the car is, what the book value of the car is here, rather than what you actually pay for the car. So you can buy a car for $5,000 up there, but it could be worth $10,000 here, and they'll just charge you the VAT on the $10,000, which is 21% or something VAT. Road tax is another thing you have to pay for your car. People ask why we don't see the big trucks you guys have in the States over here. And it's all to do with economy, plus this tax, because cars used to be taxed on horsepower per year, property tax. And that goes all the way up in property value from 962,000 to $1 million. You pay 1,035, and from a value of 1.6 to 1.7 million, you pay 2,721 in property tax. So the property tax is fairly reasonable compared to yours. Salaries. This is where it gets tricky. There's 3 different taxes on your salary. Currently, the tax rate for your salary, there's 2 bands, either 20% or 40%. So, you're a single person that's allowed to earn 36,800. Married with one for lunch in Caherdaniel, named after him as well, because when he came back that time, the family had moved over to the other side of the ring here where we're going for lunch. The Derrynane, but that's where he was born. Another famous person that came from around here was St. Brendan. Both got on it and came home. And in the 1970s, an explorer from the UK, because there was a lot of people said there's no way he got across the Atlantic in a boat similar size to that. So Tim Severin decided to retrace St. Brendan's route, using how he could have used a lot of, modern technology. The boat was something similar, a little bit bigger, but not a lot. And instead of using the technical equipment, he used the old charts and maps that was left by St. Brendan. And he got to Newfoundland. So he proved the point that St. Brendan could possibly have crossed the Atlantic in a boat that size. And possibly discovered America. Long before Columbus.
Oh, there's little animals. I'm all chained down.
Yeah.
So this Caherdaniel, with books and a movie made about St. Brendan the Navigator, which is really interesting, and it's quite interesting to look and read. Lots of stories and myths about it. When the English were here, they had a barracks here, which was in bad repair. And, England had colonies in different parts of the world, but they also had one in India, which also had a barracks in bad repair. So an order was made to replace the barracks in Cahersiveen and also at the same time one in India. But somebody mixed up the plans. And the one that was to be built in India was actually built here. So we have a building that looks nothing like the rest of the architecture that's here. And somewhere in India it was a very plain looking building. There's an image of it here on the gable wall of the house on the right hand side here, the blue house. Gives you an idea what it looks like. And then as we drive down to the town page and just go slow through the junction, you'll see the actual building. It's now a heritage centre, but that's what it kind of looks like from there.
Oh, here.
The actual building itself is down this 5th Street, but right down here. So you get a glimpse of it as we go through. It'll go a bit easier and let you see it. Said now it's a heritage centre. That's it down there. That's the actual building. You see the turrets on it. And this is the Daniel O'Connell Memorial Church. There's only one named after the name person. So Daniel is buried in Glasnevin Cemetery in Dublin. A tomb that has a round tower over it. He's known as the Catholic Emancipator. Another image of Father or Monsignor Hugh O'Flaherty, that statue we saw in Killarney this morning. Because he's buried out here at the back of this church. The gravestone there with the Celtic cross. That is his. Born in 1898 and died in 1963. Said he was known as the Pimpernel of the Vatican. Showed you that newish Church of Ireland, Protestant church in Killorglin this morning. There's one here which was sold a number of years ago. It was an art gallery for a while, and then it was a cafe and a restaurant. And a couple of years ago it changed again and it became a pizza and wine bar called the Oratory. That's here on the left. And there's quite a number of them all over Ireland. Sold, used now for many different purposes. But there you can have fresh pizza and good wine in the church.
Old.
This is Cahersiveen. You'll see them up to two of those stone forts later on. Can't really see the ones over there from here. The other guy you might have heard of. He's a fellow called Charlie Chaplin.
Oh, yeah.
Charlie is the holiday hero. The story is that years ago he was on holidays here and his car broke down. He became friends with the guy that owns the Butler Arms here. And he used to keep coming back every year to visit him. They became very good friends. And so he ended up then he bought a house here and he had a holiday home which the daughter had up to about 4 years ago. She sold it. It was redeveloped. So where Charlie's house was, there's now 3 new houses. We're very fond of the fact that he used to come here and to have a Charlie Chaplin Comedy Festival here every year. And there's a couple of walkways down by the water there. One of them is the Charlie Chaplin Walk, the other is the Charlie Chaplin Way. Standing here is the statue of Charlie. see him with his bowler hat and his cane. So that's our shot now though. There's a new monument there on the right. It's meant to be a sundial. It was erected to honour the local people that lost their lives.
He had the certificate, his mother had the industry, he had the certificate.
Into Waterville. And from the other side then you can look over into the Fira Peninsula, which is West Cork. Stunning views. There's a couple of lads here, oddballs. One lad plays music, that's the privilege of classes.
You say oddballs.
Another lad normally has some all the time we do these rings, but you're lucky to get 4 or 5 times a year you'll actually see them.
Went to Tatooine to go see Yoda. Same idea, but episode 8. It was just like
there is a bit of a here as well, but it's still here.
basically the first movies. Yeah.
The other one is coming into view there now as well, so if you have another little bit you might get the second one.
That's cool.
Yes, that's
Maybe a video might be better than a photo in some cases.
Maybe that's where we're going up there to
You
bus.
just see the top of the other one there coming into view.
You see the second one behind it? Just
Yeah.
showing itself.
I see it now.
Yeah. That's where Yoda is.
Oh,
You're
there
lucky
it
to
is.
see one, but you're extremely lucky you get to see both of them.
Here it is.
You see all the little coves. You can see why it was such a popular area for smugglers.
Oh, that's pretty down here. Look at all the sheep.
I guess I don't know if they're fishing communities or not.
So we're ready for lunch now.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah. Little plateaus down
look
here.
at the road over here. This is that.
He's like, oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You know,
It's going to be like that. You know it's going to be.
Huh?
Let's see where we've
What
been.
is this thing?
Chocolate. Careful, it breaks apart when you see it.
Can you see?
Like a fluffy chocolate cake.
oh, lighthouse on that stone out there.
Yeah.
A couple of them actually.
Yeah.
Looks like a nice safe harbor.
And I was just thinking, it might be the fact that we visited Knock and Galway Cathedral that has the Mother's Day and so good for us. All those prayers you were saying.
Guy from California on your bus. Bring our weather with us.
Imagine doing this drive and not being able to see all of that.
Every time we go somewhere that they
It's a very different view. It's clouded over.
I was enjoying the rain that one day when I dropped my jacket.
I know, right?
Nice beach over there.
I was hoping for more.
Yeah.
So lunch is in the Blind Piper pub. Blind Piper with Mika O'Sullivan.
Watch that.
Um,
I'm okay.
We can't park at it. So we park on this left side of the road. So you have to cross this road and then go down the other road to get to it.
That's annoying.
It's not far, it's only 3 miles of a walk, so gives you an appetite. But you need to be extremely careful. Please do watch across on this road, I'll bring you on down. And the road you're walking down is also two-way traffic. So you just need to be extremely careful of both crossing the road and walking down. And walking back up, obviously. So when we get in here, normally up to the right is where lunch will be served, and then down to the left is where the bathrooms are. So probably a good idea to go in and get your seat,
The drugs will wear off.
place your order, and then go find the bathrooms
Place your order, then go find a bed.
once you get seated. The menu is just fish and chips or beef and Guinness casserole,
And Guinness, yeah.
followed by desserts. Normally 3 of desserts. You will be able to claim a free pint. That can be Guinness, Smithwick's, Hop House, lager, or cider. And if you don't fancy alcohol, you can have a free soft drink. And you're not able to order a pint of Jameson. It's called Carol's Cove.
I see the sign.
There's different areas along here. If you look in the left hand side, you see ruins, which were abandoned villages abandoned during the famine and the immigration after. Her whole village is actually just left the area. There's nothing here. You see rows of houses in different places along here on the left-hand side. They turned out and all the talk was the rain. There's some of those old houses in there on the left hand side coming over at Ivy. More down further here on the left.
Oh, nice little spot.
Yeah.
To sit.
So down the little further as well, there's ruins we're going to see as we're going along. Sit there. So Lady Albina, she came from a wealthy family who were very much involved in politics in the UK, and she didn't agree with what they were doing here. So she sort of broke away from her family. She trained and became a nurse, and she came over here in the early 1900s. And using her own money, she built a small hospital which had 2 6-bed wards and an operating theatre. She also built a co-op shop and a meeting house, and she had her own house as well. She bought the land and she built all this using her own money. It was very good to the locals here. In fact, that you can see here in rural, extreme rural Ireland, there was no hospitals here, no doctors on call. When the people got into difficulty, especially maybe with kids or pregnant women or something, there was no one to turn to. They were left on their own. And so she was brilliant for those people. She also used to go down the beach and pick seaweed, and then she'd give people seaweed packs, or seaweed with packs or seeds to grow their own fruit and vegetables. And they could then bring them into the co-op shop and sell them through her co-op shop. So she was very good for the community here. But then things. She died in 1955. As I said, she died in Sneem, the next town we're going to be stopping in. But before she died, she made out a will. And she willed that place there to Sinn Féin. That was the way she worded the will. She worded it that Sinn Féin could take that over when Ireland became as it was before the War of Independence. Very good movie on that period. The Guard was another one to star Brendan Gleeson, done in Connemara. I can't think of the guy's name, Don. I starred along with him. He was about a guard player based in rural Ireland who broke up a drugs gang that this American fella called Don was trying to catch. Philomena is about the orphanages and the things that happened here in the mother and baby homes. Michael Collins, another one about Michael Collins, obviously, was about the War of Independence and the rebellion and the things that happened at that time. Liam Neeson played Michael Collins. Liam Neeson is from Ballymena in Antrim. The Crying Game and Bloody Sunday, those 2 movies about the troubles in the north. Educating Rita, starred Michael Caine again. further down and it's more of a side view.
This lake's pretty.
You get stopped at the first part here. We'll stop and let you have some photos. And if not, we'll have to go on and try and get in at the official daily view. See how it goes. So we should be able to get in here, which is a better view of Lady's View back at the lake.
Flowers, everything feels.
Then they go back to America. It doesn't take.
Where are you from? I don't know where you're from.
I'm from everywhere, but Florida.
Florida.
We're in the woods of Killarney. We saw a deer back there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's not
I
real
think we're all the couples sitting together, have we? Well, you're not too far away from each other, are you? I'm going to tell you a little story. It's a legend. But before I tell it, I have to issue a disclaimer. If this works, or doesn't work, it's neither my fault nor PJ's. We're going to be going through a tunnel in a few minutes. Just a rock tunnel. And it's called the Tunnel of Love. And the legend of the Tunnel of Love is that if you kiss your partner as we go through the Tunnel of Love, then you will be with that partner for life. And that's how we got into trouble, because people have said, don't you threaten me like that. So that's why I issued the disclaimer. Now, it's not a very big tunnel, so you just need to be ready. And the song says it's just a kiss. So you have to be ready. Because of the traffic situation, we won't be able to reverse back and give you a second go of it.
Oh, he's gonna kiss the rock.
There we are. We're looking at them. You're not supposed to look at the couples. Give them privacy.
Look at you, Dad.
That was the Tunnel of Love. You can only call this the romantic tour of Ireland, because today you're kissing each other. Tomorrow we're going to be kissing rocks. We do the ring of Kerry in one direction with all the buses, so it's the anti-clockwise direction, and this is part of the reason why. There's you don't want to be meeting something the same size as yourself coming along here.
You know, high the water's level's been. It's really low.
So you just never know what you're going to meet.
Glacier Lake, I guess.